Got a question from Wisdom. How do you get over depression? The worst thing you can ever try to do is get over depression. Because if you try to get over it, that means you won't learn nothing. You won't go through the glow up. You won't go through anything. You can't get over anything in life. You gotta go through it. Can you imagine going to sleep at 20, then waking up 45, and you just got over it? You didn't go through the life lessons, the good, the bad, the ugly. You don't want to try to get over depression. You gotta go through it. And in the midst of the depression, you will understand that the glow up is in the pain. The bigger the pain, the bigger the glow up. And this new you got to be born. You gotta understand you have to give birth to the new you. But giving birth is painful. Think of a pregnant woman, right? She get pregnant, she go through 9 months of morning sickness, throwing up, can't eat certain foods, mood swings, all of these things. And as time go on, it gets worse and worse and worse. Then she go to the hospital, then she have to open up and give birth to a whole new life, screaming and pushing and hurting. But after all of that said and done, all of that is literally forgotten about when she looked down at her bundle of joy. That is what happens when you glow up in the pain, when you give birth to the new you. You're gonna go through the things, and you're gonna go through the hurt, you're gonna go through the pain, but there are lessons in those pains. An easy life is a sickening one, because in the midst of an easy life, there is no growth. There's always something to be learned in pain, because pain is not here to hurt you. Pain is here to teach you something. We don't come on the planet to sell our souls. We come on the planet to learn it. When you're trying to find diamond and gold, you gotta dig, and get dirty. Everything's get dirty, you get nasty, and a lot of times you don't strike. But once you finally reach it and you reach down for that gold and that diamond and see that beauty, it's all was worth it. And that's why I tell people all the time, the glow up is in the pain. When you run from the pain, you run from the glow up. And that's why a lot of people use things and people as distraction. A lot of people don't want to deal with pain, so let's just say their distraction is fast food. You know what happens? Every time that feeling comes up, their brain want to look for that dopamine to feel better, so let me go eat real quick. Next thing you know, they're 100 pounds bigger and don't even recognize themselves. But if they would have faced their glow up, then that means, think about all the people that has literally gone through a bad breakup and lost weight. Because I have not used nobody else as a distraction, so I'm forced to stay there. So guess what happens when you sick? When a dog gets sick or any animal gets sick, they force themselves to fast. So you're not eating because you spiritually feel a little sick. You are fasting, but in that fasting, you know what comes next? The healing process. And that's when you look up and realize, I done lost all this weight. You wasn't starving yourself. Your body wasn't allowing you to eat because your body is fasting that person's energy out of your life. In the midst of it, don't ever try to get over depression. Go through depression. If there was $1 million somewhere and I told you where the destination was, but it was heavy rain outside and it was going to be that way for at least 48 hours, you had 24 minutes to get it, and it was 5 minutes down your house, you would drive through the rain, but you would use your window wipers. And there's 4 things to make sure your windows wiper work metaphorically in this life. If you want to make sure you're going through life in this proper way, make sure you have these 4 things balanced. Be financially, mentally, spiritually, and physically sound. If you got all those intact, that doesn't stop bad things from happening to you, but you will be able to navigate through it a little bit better. One, you will imbalance everything else. So in closing, just make sure, don't try to get over depression. Spend time with why you're feeling the way you feel and navigate, unpack. A lot of people just unpack and just leave everything there. You know what happens in that situation? When you leave everything unpacked, it is now a mess. After unpacking, they just leave it there. Don't just leave it there. After you unpack, start putting things in its proper place, and now you have a clean room for those who need it.